As you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi, looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Come on now. Let's go.
They run again with Ajayi. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
On the ball.
10, under 10, 10.
Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Justin Hardy deep for Atlanta. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete. Macklin, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Get out, like 25. Hey, stop.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan shakes it in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Derek Barnett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
22.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles are... Offense heading out. You know, last year at this time, Charles, we said this was a franchise that's kind of been a neutral for a while. They're not neutral anymore. Defending Super Bowl champs. What do you think, favorites again?
I think so, because this team has few holes, if any. Look, your quarterback, Carson Wentz, gets hurt before the season's over. His backup, Nick Foles, wins Super Bowl MVP. Wentz probably would have won the regular season if he finished out the year. Offensive line, one of the best in the game. Passing game keeps getting better. Multiple runners who can run it and catch it. Flip it over to defense. Tremendous defensive front. They can just swarm and get after you. Great coordinator, very creative. The big thing for them, they'll have to take everyone's best shot week in and week out during the season.
82.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to run now. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw, it's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Brad Nortman now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Falcons offense, Charles, heading back out there, coming off a 10-6 season, made the playoffs again. But coming off the previous season when they blew that Super Bowl to the Patriots, I think a lot of folks were expecting more in 2017. So now turn the page. What can we expect this year?
They want to return to explosive.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They'll run with Marshall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He hits his running back, Jay Ajayi. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques.
Let's go, let's go.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to run past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Keith Marshall, 34 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Ryan. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's go. Hey, let's go.
Ryan keeps it on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. This time Ryan will throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
21. Hey, stop.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a big 32-yard play on third. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a play fake here on first down. Fighting through, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Derek Barnett in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play action. It's Ryan. Got a man. It's the first NFL catch for Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Play action. Now Wentz. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Wentz going to throw, and that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
21, get up! There we go.
They go play action with Ryan. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. 11.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. So we have... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Get up!
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Mike Bennett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Play action. Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, They're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Wentz. Off the screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. This is Coleman. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Gun! Hey, let's go!
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jeremy Maclin from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Going long here for Wallace. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This is Ajayi. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Coleman now. Always got some breathing room. It's a foot race. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 57 yards on the ground. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And now look at him go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now it's Ryan. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Derek Barnett bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And this is caught. He hits Macklin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Hey, let's go.
Here's Coleman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brandon Graham in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Yeah, the Falcons going to use another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Come on now, Greg, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at the 23. Well, my friend, for the players. It's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Eagles, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.